And welcome back to Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Last time we went over some Easter egg stuff before, putting a close to the main mode of the game. And this time we're jumping into our first major side mode, the arena. High scores! There's gonna be nothing, because I have not done this on this file. So let's get started. What is the arena? We have no characters to choose, first of all, so we have to be Kirby. But the arena is a boss rush. It is simply a boss rush. Fight through everybody, and it's pretty much the forerunner of Smash Bros. All-Star mode, which is why it kind of makes me a little bit salty when people are like, oh man, sure arena, that's just like Smash Bros. Because Kirby did it way first. So we're doing our mid-boss rush first. These are randomized up until the end. So we're just gonna be fighting a lot of mid-bosses. I am keeping to my word and not cheesing these fights. And we are using a legitimate power-up that has offensive capabilities, but also means we can die. Because again, you can use stone, but that basically makes it invincible, so we're not doing that. This is also a really solid way if you want to get carpal tunnel. Just FYI, Spark, that is a really fantastic way to get carpal tunnel. Because you have to just spin living daylights out of this D-pad, and on the control stick it wouldn't be that bad. But on the D-pad, especially the Wii remote, because it's a little bit off-center, your surface area, because of the way the B button is rests on the controller, and sort of makes the entire end of the controller a little bit skinnier. Yeah, this is not a fun thing to rotate, just saying. You can also take the controller. I will resort to that if need be. And here we have our little rest area. We have a Maximum Tomato, 5, one in a box, I'm not sure why. Got 2 more random powers to choose from if we lose one. I, of course, am going to be holding on to Spark as long as I can. So we got Mr. Duder making his turn. And yeah, he's juggling skulls. I don't know if we saw that in the actual main playthrough. So these bosses have all their normal moves from the main campaign. It's weird to use the word campaign for Kirby. But yeah, main story. So is he gonna jump? Yeah, he's gonna jump. Ow. I got a little bit clipped by that, barely. Again, you can hold A to guard while you're shaking really easily. So, if it sounds like I'm shaking the daylights out of the Wii remote, that's exactly what it sounds like. Not gonna let him juggle his bombs, and 2 minutes in, we're already done with 2 of the bosses. So we got Grand Doomer in the random rotation, it looks like. Sounds like he gets special music compared to Mr. Duder, who just gets kind of generic arena music. Don't have to jump up and grab it. Oh, this is a problem actually, and this is something I really cannot actually stand about this game. But we'll get into that in a moment. In most games, you pick a power, you stick with that power, you're good to go, right? Not in this game. Getting Grand Doomer this early on is actually really bad RNG, if you ask me. Because we have to lose our power. If you remember how this fight worked originally, we have to use Ultra Sword on him. So yeah, we actually lose Spark, which is going to make things interesting, actually. It also means it's hard to really cut together a video series because you are fighting everything out of order. But yeah, these are all bosses we have seen before. So no surprises, just a little bit of a note that, yeah. Oh wait, they don't make you use Ultra Sword. It's actually really nice of this game to do that, because I'm pretty sure you need Ultra Sword in the original boss fight. I sound so confident by literally playing that boss like literally a week ago when I recorded it. So how did I forget already? That's just how my memory works. So the higher level bosses like Landia can do chip damage even if you're guarding. So definitely keep that in mind. Don't, you know, guard too much if you're low on health, because that will get you killed if you're not careful. You don't even have to shake it that hard, to be honest. Ow. I was trying to let go of guards so I can move out of the way. I should have just tanked the hit. Not worried about guard strats. Now it's doing its electricity thing. This is really hard on the arm muscles. Either it's gonna wear out your thumb or it's gonna wear out your arm. Neither is particularly ideal, so yeah, arena life. It's fun. So yeah, they're just passing it back and forth. They're gonna, yeah, start going diagonal. I was just gonna say, as you went diagonal. Landia is finished. Who's this again? This is the World 2 boss, I'm pretty sure. I remember Fatty Puffer. But yeah, I was kind of confused by why he wasn't the ice boss, but I guess it kind of makes sense if you think about the standpoint of, this is like the bridge between the water level and the ice level, so it's kind of cool if you think about it that way. I sniped the enemy. Okay, I was kind of trapped in the corner, both literally and figuratively. Yeah, look at all that chip damage potential. So now he's huge, but it's not normally that big, luckily. Oh, you used Hydro Pump, but now he has to wait a turn, right? Nope, he does not. I think that's Hydro Pump. Not sure. I don't really play Pokemon that religiously anymore. I used to play Pokemon all the time, but I kind of fell out of it with Gen 5. I know a lot of people who fell out of it with Gen 5 for varying reasons. Which is interesting to me, because Gen 5 is always the one that people are like, oh my gosh, this is the best one, but a lot of people are also like, oh my gosh, this is the one that made me ditch Pokemon. So I kind of don't know how to feel. Sun and Moon kind of won me back, but not a lot. Like, I'm gonna play Gen 8, but I'm not like gonna, you know, rush out and play it probably. If Smash Bros is coming out around the same time. Let's put it that way. It's like, oh yeah, Smash Bros or Kirby, I'm probably gonna, not Kirby, Smash Bros or Pokemon, I'm probably going Smash Bros, to be perfectly honest. So what he's gonna do is missile strats probably. I was kind of hoping to break the missile, because apparently you can do that, I learned during the Let's Play. You know, just to make it go faster, not because it's, you know, necessary, but just speed up this process a little bit. I'm actually playing like really sloppily, doing a lot of... I pushed the wrong button, basically. I slid when I was trying to jump because I was mashing the controls to charge up. So yeah, don't do that when trying to maneuver. There we go. Almost died, but we made it. Also, Metal General is believed to be Halcyon technology as well. And that actually leads to some interesting lore in Planet Robobot. I said there's an enemy in Planet Robobot that looks very similar, but apparently it's believed to have been stolen technology. That the main antagonist of Planet Robobot basically stole Halcyon technology, which is why there's an enemy that looks like Metal General. At least that's what I've read. In terms of, like, what Planet Robobot stated, that they stole some sort of alien ancient technology. But again, Planet Robobot was a long time ago, so, I don't quite remember all the details. So we're fighting all 4 Spear Doomers. Overkill. But then again, the Spear Doomer's sheer presence all along was overkill. I was hoping he wouldn't come any closer, because then he would have frozen me, which would have been bad. I was hoping to clock some damage on him, but he moved out of the way. Oh well. Round oh, well that's anticlimactic. Round 8 is against Wispy Woods. But yeah, the random boss order does make it sort of comical sometimes. It's like, oh, we're fighting Wispy after fighting a bunch of alien dragons and Ascension alien robot. Like, that's not anticlimactic at all. Okay, so once he stops doing this, just clock him a few more times, and he should be going down now. Yep, piece of cake. So we got a second mid-boss shear down. I saw Sir Kibble, Mounder, and Wanagaboros. And I think that should be all of them. Pretty sure this is Kirby's Adventure music. Remixed heavily. But I'm pretty sure that's what this is from. This should not work. But again, I think I established he's technically more of a rock than stone. Or ground. So he's probably like still immune. I don't remember how electricity affects rock types, to be honest. Because most rock types tend to also be ground types. So, I tend to forget what actually works on certain rock types. Because a lot of them are mixed, like dual type rock ground, and they resist electricity, but I don't recall if it actually resists electricity naturally by itself. Second Pokemon reference in this video. I can just use an uncharged attack just to show off. And lastly, Dubior? Yep. If you ever lose your spark, no pun intended, and you want it back, this would be a heck of a place to get it back. Oh shoot, I thought I hit 2 before I hit 1, but I did not, and I wasted a charge. Oh well, that did not take long at all. How many bosses are left? I think we're getting close to the end. But we're fighting Goliath again, Gorioth. I think it's Goliath actually, based on the Japanese spelling. This reminds me of actually the werewolf in Rondo of Blood, Castlevania. The whole jumping between walls bit just reminds me of the werewolf in that game. That game is hard. I was trying Rondo again because I hadn't played it in a long time. Man, that game is hard. It's still way better, I would say, in terms of accessibility than say, ooh, that was lucky because I wasn't trying to dodge that. It's still way easier than say, anything pre-Super Castlevania 4, but that's not really saying a whole lot for ease of play. It's like, oh, it's not really tear your hair out difficult then. Gotcha, but that doesn't mean it's easy. Yes, I just spent this entire stage talking about Castlevania, because why not? Sure, we're at the end. We got, the Star Cutter. So again, rotate the control pad, or is it shaking, or is it gonna let me? Yeah, it's not letting me. Oh wait, it's when you're charging, that's right. Yeah, the 5 maximum tomatoes might sound a little bit like overkill, but it really isn't depending on what you're doing. Spark is kind of OP. Okay, a lot OP. But say if you're trying to do this with Parasol, you might need the extra maximum tomatoes. Let's be real. I like how the energy sphere, that's not the best way to word this, but the thing basically, the shield on it, is very similar to the energy spheres. So yeah, it very much gives you the vibe of like, wow, we totally set ourselves up for this. Almost. Ow. The hit stun on that attack is actually pretty long. And he takes off. And I'll just have to fight Magolor again. This video might be a tad longer than usual, you know, over 20 minutes. And for that, I apologize if you say have somewhere you need to be. But, might as well not cut the video now, just because this fight won't take that long. It won't be that far over. Because I think you do fight both forms of Magolor, I'm pretty sure. Like this form and also second form. Okay, so... yeah, that's his wormhole, which actually reminds me a little bit of the thing in Squeak Squad, the evil star guy. The name of whom I'm totally blanking on. Oh shoot, I was trying to float, but I was also holding A by accident, and that was messing me up. I'm gonna lose Spark, and that's gonna suck. Wow, I actually got it back. Who would've thought? I think it's both fights. It wouldn't make sense if it's just the one. There we go. Yep, it's both. Cool. So yeah, this video will go a little bit over time, but oh well. No big loss. Because I'm not doing this in 2 minutes, I can tell you that much. Can we actually skip this? We cannot. So, once again, he actually reminds me of something, I don't know what. I'm tempted to say Black Mage from Final Fantasy, but I'm not quite sure. He also reminds me a little bit, the face reminds me of Jack Frost from Persona. Didn't they rename Jack Frost? I'm trying to remember, because I remember there was a lot of localization woes with Persona 5 and people disagreeing with how they localized the game. And I think they changed his name to something else. But I don't remember. Or maybe it was... I think it was actually... one of the other Jacks. Again, this attack is very much like something from Triple Deluxe, but... spoilers for Triple Deluxe. Unless it doesn't include the Ultra part, then we might be able to do this in one go. If, you know, they try to make it so you can do this relatively with one power-up. So, his positioning on the screen tells you where he's gonna launch the big energy things, which is actually rather a good way of telegraphing it. It's very subtle, but to the point. We're gonna go over time just because of cutscenes, probably. Even if we don't have to fight the second incarnation of this part. But we have done it. 15 minutes. Not too bad. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Kirby's Return to Dreamland, where we'll be tackling Extra Mode.